Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I have a review of the GAT-X103 Buster Gundam. Uh, this is a master grade kit, and at the end of it, I really enjoyed building it. My hesitation, of course, was for the weapon system, which coming out of it, not the biggest fan. It's a little bit weird. It operates differently than I thought, but we'll get into that. So first things first, as I was building, I built the torso and put the head on it, and at that moment, I was excited for this thing. I think it just looks awesome. Let's start with the head. The head can actually pick up light from behind. There's a little opening right here, and light will shine through that, and every once in a while you'll get the little gem that's behind this grate glowing, and the eyes will glow too, which looks really cool. One of the annoying things about putting the head together is right here, it has these little panels, and both of them, one on each side, both of them I ended up dropping and had to try to hunt down and find. They were very difficult to prep because they're so dang small. But overall, it was a really good kit to put together. So, with the head, nothing too exciting here. It has good movement. It has neck movement. And you can, of course, make it move up and down, left, right, turn it all the way around, whatever you want. So it has some really great articulation. The cockpit flips down, and inside there's a little Diarca piloting it. And then when you push it back up, because of the mechanism, now I can't open it. There it goes. Because it's a three-piece close instead of just two, when you push it in, there's a little bit of space that it doesn't close, and then you can easily just push it close, and it feels a little bit more legit. Oh no. Let's put this back on. So that's the cockpit. For each arm, the shoulder has these missiles. And I think that looks really cool. It has the shoulder piece can move up and down independently of the arm. You have a lot of great articulation with it. And of course, the armor pieces keep popping off. A lot of the armor pieces are just slide on. They don't actually peg in. And that's one of the downfalls, because if there's any opposing pressure, they'll pop off. So, like that. You can see them start to split. So what it does is it limits some of the articulation, but not enough to really make that big of a difference, but it can get annoying. It's definitely a pose and let it be. All the hand pieces are, they just pop out like that, and have this little peg on each of them, and then they just pop in. Oh, that's the wrong one. And they just slide in like that to give it a little bit different style. Of these other hand pieces, I didn't clean them up, so they're not going to stay. So I'll put this one back in. The thumb has its own joint, and so the thumb moves around. And then hand-wise, you get the fist. You have the grip, which is for when he's holding the guns. You have, I guess, a waving hand, give or take. And then you have hand with a trigger finger. So if you have other guns, you can have him holding guns or whatever. But that's it for the arms. At the waist, there is... Oh, that's funny. I have to unpeg the weapons. The waist has great articulation to go side to side. You can twist as well, so that's good. We'll skip ahead to the legs. The legs have some good articulation. They're a little bit, I'd say, not as posable as the Zaku 2 Master Grade version 2.0, but they've still got some pretty dang good articulation there. And just like the Zaku 2, the knee moves independently of the rest of the leg and gives it that, where it's in front of the legs instead of, you know, below the leg, which would normally be down here and have this long piece. So that's good too. The articulation of the foot is a little bit weird. You bring it up too high and this little plastic piece will pop off, but you still have some great articulation there. As far as the waist goes, the front piece is obviously one piece. It's not jointed. But the weird thing is it could have easily been jointed. Right behind in there, you have a ball socket. And there's, on that one piece, there's a total of 4 ball sockets. And what that allows it to, it allows the back flaps to move independently instead of one unit. So I don't see why they couldn't have just added that same mechanism there. It's literally just adding a ball joint. And then that could have been done. I don't see why they didn't do that. You have the side skirts here, and which leads us into the weapons, because the side skirts are where the weapon's attached. Originally, I thought the weapons, like most kits, would have been attached to the back and it folded out from the back. But that's not the case. You can't really see it. There's a little clip in there, and the weapon system just clips onto it. As a matter of fact, let's see if I can, yeah. Just like that, there's the clip. And the weapon system just clips into that and has free mobility. Unfortunately, what I've noticed is it causes the side skirts to pop off. Not a good thing. To keep the weapons in position on the back, there's these little pegs right here that go into right there on the weapon. And just like that. So the weapon's pegged into place, and you can have this positioned however you want it. That's smart. Just because of where you can get some, if you're trying to pose it, gravity just will bring it down or whatever. So keeping it up there is a great thing. On the backpack, there's these thrusters that move just up and down. Nothing too special. But the main purpose of that backpack is to hold the weapons. Now let's see if I can get this working properly, if I can remember how to do it. I think it was something. Maybe not. Like that, maybe? Or like that? Possibly. And bring out the weapon. Move the hand. And of course you use the gripping hand to grip the little handles that flip out here. You have another set of handles that flip out right there, and these are for when the two weapons are pushed together. Do that with both of these. Yeah. Yeah, that's frustrating. Okay. So anyway, bringing that around. There we go. So you can have these positioned, and again, because these don't peg into place, they just fall off fairly easily, which is really annoying. But a lot of the mechanisms, for example, this handle mechanism is really cool. It flips out like that, and then you can flip it up or down, however you want it. And just in resting position, it goes back. And of course, it has this cover over it to give it a little bit more streamlined look. But that's how that looks. And then, if you're going to combine them, the little side panels, or the skirt panels, fold out. You can you slide the weapons around a bit. And then you can push them together. Of course, that doesn't want to stay. Why would it? Okay. Oh well. But you get the hint. You can pose it. It might take a little bit of time to get it the way you want it to look. But you can get it there eventually. And get him holding it and looking at it the way that you want it. But unfortunately, I don't think they work too well. When I had this posed earlier, it was very hard to keep these things connected. And when they were a little bit off center instead of straight, which gives it kind of a weak weapon look. And my original plan for this was to do something different with the weapons, which is still my plan, but I was expecting to have them attach through a peg system on the backpack. Because that peg system's not there, that means I'm not going to be able to go about modding this the way that I wanted to, the way that it needs to be. I'm actually going to take these weapons off. So here's what it looks like without the weapons. And for the most part, I think that is much more cooler. More cool. It's better. It's much better than having the weapons attached. The weapons, to me, add unnecessary bulk. They look great folded up. Not so good as their individual weapons. But I really do like the frame of this kit. I like it better than some of the other ones from the same series. I really like the shoulder missiles. I think that's a good design. And unfortunately, I just wish they had a better complete weapon system. Overall, I like it. Obviously, I'm taking off the guns. But what it has done is made me consider getting the rest of the series and seeing if there's something else I can do with the series. It would be good as a set. So there you go. There is the GAT-X103 Buster Gundam. So I'm trying a new style on how I'm filming. I'm filming with multiple cameras, and I'm still not set on how I want everything to look. Let me know what you think. If you like this, if you think there's something that could be done better, leave that in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, subscribe. And if you think this video would be useful for somebody else, whether they'd like to see it or could benefit from it, go ahead and share it. And we will see you next time.